Hey everybody, Asher here. Welcome back to Starsector, where I am continuing exactly where I left off here, on our exceptionally modded playthrough where I have exceptionally low fuel, and the only neighbors that I have that I can potentially reach, and I could go to Staging Point Eclipse, and I might make it here. There's a lot of places that I haven't explored around here. There was a lot of debris over here, but I was chasing bounties, and I forgot to buy fuel back at Oasis, wherever that is, because I'm bad at this game sometimes. Today we're going to go to Outer Terminus. There's two reasons we're going to go to Outer Terminus. One is because hopefully Diable Avionics will see in the kindness of their heart that they should allow me to buy some fuel from them. The other reason is that it just so happens that the faction that I am associated with is currently raiding Diable Avionics, or trying to invade CV. And supposedly they have very strong 4 fleets, and those very 4 strong fleets are not enough. So I would like to know more. In fact, it does cost fuel to make this move. So we're just going to go back to the fringe jump point. It's not very far. Alright, so this is Starsector, the game of hopes, dreams, fascination, and getting to places just probably a few seconds too late so that the entire group of people fighting off the VIC invaders are just going to go crazy here, because I don't have a lot of fuel. All I need to do is just to be able to get back home. And if I can see some big nasty explosions on the way, all the better. So we've not actually been into here, but we should be able to see it. So these places are right next to each other. There is a jump point right here. Let's risk it. Let's take it. And keep our transponder off, because if we look at, ooh, okay, we got a big fight here. I did say I like big space battles. Maybe not next to the Outer Terminus White Dwarf star, because they call it a White Dwarf, but oh, it's still pretty big. Factions. How does Diable Avionics feel about us? Hostile. Hostile to the point where they've sent a raid fleet against us, and it didn't work really well for them. But let's see here. We've got some big fleets. They're hostile. They're engaged in battle. That's actually one of their special group big fleets here. Hostile, engaged in battle. You're dying. We could potentially take you on. There's a station that's hostile. The problem is I kind of need to get to the station first. So we're just going to kind of try to roll in here. Because if you guys keep fighting, your combat readiness is going to go down. Like, there's a big one. There's Belt Corporations. There's Sylvie. There's an unknown fleet engaged in battle. That may be an allied fleet. That may not be. But we're going to have a lot of debris that we can pick through here. So this is the big scary fleet. It's got 2 stars. So let's see if we can... would you please sell us some fuel off the black market? That'd be nice. I think that's the only colonized place in this system, right? It's these two. Yeah. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we can consider our military options, just so I can have a good laugh here. 7,000 defenses means that I'm pretty sure nobody is ever going to be able to get out of here. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of fuel. Maybe the other place does. And we're never going to be able to buy on the open market here, is part of the problem. So let's go visit Belt Operations, and then we'll go see if we can fight these guys. I think that seems like fun. You're looking for the invasion fleets. The hegemony? Huh. I guess they're not hiding the ball here. So you have 300 defenses. You have 10... defense here. Question is that can I, since you've been denied docking clearance and the circumstances make any underground parties unwilling to contact you, you're currently unable to trade here. Okay, well, if I consider my military options and we launch a raid against these guys to acquire some valuable goods. There's a beta core, a bunch of gamma cores. We can get 700 fuel, which feels a little silly, but that's actually what we need. So let's launch a raid. They hate us even more, but it's fuel. And now if we look here, We can make it all the way over here. Oh man, we could visit. Brighton doesn't hate us. Ninth Battle Group does hate us. But some of these places are closer to civilization. Like, we can make it to the hegemony. But I can't do this without taking on the big scary fleet. So there is a strategic task force. Okay, you guys got whittled down pretty hard. That's too bad. Well, I needed the fuel first. I had to prioritize that. We have a bunch of ships here. We have an Atlas super freighter. We have a Maelstrom battle cruiser. Excuse me. Remind me again, is this a Maelstrom? That's a Maelstrom. So before the salvage fleets can even pick up some of these, I'm gonna pick this up myself. We'll pick up the Maelstrom for sure. Hopefully, wow, that's a big turnaround here. So Diable. Okay, we just missed that fight entirely. I'm sorry. This is how you know that everything is pre-recorded. Okay. A nearby hostile fleet is tracking your movements. Well, I wonder which one. Because there's a lot of hostile fleets right now. So that's a commercial fleet. So we have a whole bunch of shit just going on right here. Like, I want this Maelstrom. We have the VIC fleet here. We're trying to give some support. Did they just stand down for a reason? Okay. We're going to explore. We're definitely picking this up. And it's standard recovery, so hooray. I might even be able to run it right now, but I'm going to mothball it here. What else is there? An Atlas super freighter, a Colossus heavy freighter, a Rhyme, a pocket guess here. So we are straight up war profiteering. We're not going to recover that ship. Because we need fuel. You guys are fighting. Do we recover this ship? Technically, we have 7 story points, and Atlases are kind of expensive. So I think I will recover it. It's going to slow down our fleet a little bit until we can actually fix it, but more cargo room is good. And then you guys are all over here. So VIC holding their own a little bit. We do have this station with an Alpha Core that's scary as hell for a Star Fortress. So Colossus Heavy Freighter, just salvage. I was hoping you'd have more. A hybrid Wanzer, a mining ship. Oh boy, there's the big fleet. So we don't have a lot of fuel right now, but we do have a lot of garbage here. So let's see what's going on here. I'm just letting the AI do all the work for me. A Cobalt, a Buffalo. Not super exciting, but once you guys are all here... Oh, we could recover both of these. I don't know if that was the rhyme that I liked. I think I'm going to say no. There we go. There's some of the fuel I needed. If we needed to run away, we can still almost get to Atzlin. So, you're engaged in battle. You're engaged in battle. You are engaged in battle. Let's help our buddies out here, because everybody's trying to give space hugs here. Everybody. All right, first off, trade goods here. We can't buy much more. Your heavy armament prices aren't bad. Fortuna does need them again. We're near Brighton in the 9th battle group, who do have more to sell. So maybe we just go that way instead. We'll see how the market fluctuates. Drugs, kind of the same. All right, let's get stupid. We can't engage the defenders. You're unable to join this battle. Is it too full? We can't launch a raid. So we're going to turn on our bacon here. Be like, surprise, it's us! So joining the battle. We have this station, we have all of our allies. We have a lot of combat readiness issues, except for the space station. Let's join the battle. I don't think I'll be able to pack a lot of stuff in. I can literally bring myself. You know, that might be fine. That might be enough to turn the tide here. So if we get more deployment points available, I can definitely reinforce. So let's see. It's a little unusual for me, but I do have a VIC commission, so technically I need to earn it. But I don't have, like, the best confidence in everything right now. So we're just going to kind of stay in the back a little bit. Which apparently is where everyone else is staying, too. So here is the combat. Apparently, we're hanging out at the coward's table. Please move, thank you. And I don't want to go like too fast. Okay, we got 23 more. Let's see if we can get a few more in here. Because I have a lot of officers. I have a full reinforcement fleet ready. Potentially. We just do not want to get destroyed by the giant-ass space station. If we can avoid it. And we have a big target circle on us for some reason. I don't exactly know what that's all about. Like, that might be good, that might not be good. I just don't really know. So let's fire all of our ordnance. Rip the frame rate. Okay. Remember when I said I didn't want to get front side shots? I'll let them do the work here. You know, do I have a clear path to kind of fly over here right now? Because that'd be pretty good for us if I could just vent and bail. But yeah, in case you were wondering, it is possible, definitely, with all these big space battles, to try and still get some... What's the word I'm looking for? Some actual slowdown. Which is part of the reason the developers are like, hey, let's limit this stuff. Okay, so there's one torpedo. We want to... The thing is that when you're doing these kind of raids, you want to kill their support if you can. So I kind of want to run to the side here. See if we can do that. So we got 34 more points in. Who can we reinforce in for 34 points? That I can probably expect not to die. It's probably you, Wolf. Get in here. Good old reliable Wolf. And the ship that is slow enough that it's not really going to matter too much. So, thwip. Just want a better angle of engagement. So what are you doing, girl? You are gonna go over here, and you'll take on from that side. So I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna assume that's like some support thing that I don't really know about very well. Now we don't want to give chase too hard here because we're getting fired on by the station real hard right now. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid. Okay. And we're in trouble. Fortunately, we just managed to drift out of range just in time. But pulsing those shields just a little bit let me take a little bit less damage. So we got 30 points available to us now. So, this thing is still scary as hell. We still have a lot of people pushing through over here, though. Can I bring in anyone else for 30 points? I think it's got to be Leroy. But I'm going to try to have Leroy calm down and follow Wolf. I don't want super high aggression with a space station that's firing like this. So that's not that's not ours. Okay, so we've got to find a better way to do this. We don't want to take all the hits here. We want to be able to poke in so that someone else can take the hits for us. Good to know. I love this battleship's ability to reposition. Although, once again, it's like, save the frames. Just play a really crowded battle here. So now everybody's just trying to squeeze in. We're all here for the rapture. This is going to be the part of the ship that we're aiming for today. So let's fire all of our ordnance as best we can while we can. And we're going to try to back up while we do this. Because once again, it's the micro missiles that are the problem. And the constant barrage of fire. That's also a problem. But we did manage to crack it. Oh, wow. We actually managed to take out a whole chunk. All right. Time to back that shit up. Let that Falcon eat any hits. Leroy's just like, I'm coming. I'm going to get you. Okay. Shields up. Red alerts. Fire on you guys. Okay, that was like a lot of debris that just got toasted, so that's not my favorites. I don't want to be the ship that takes the hits, guys. I really don't. Okay, so we're going to try to strategically vent flux. Like, I did not build this ship to be a tank. Okay, four sabots left. Let's see if we can knock this down. Like, we've got some burners here. It's a lot of damage potential, but I gotta be careful because that gun's coming. But I think I got this potential chunk. Okay, there we go. And disengage. Fortunately, it's going after the Legion there. So this is a very methodical method here. Who would be good? I think we need some war crimes. So get in here. Nothing like fighting Diable with Diable. Isn't that right? Okay. I still need to get out of the gun range. Because this is going to eat through my shields in a hot minute. Okay, so how's the big ass fleet of ships doing? We have like a big thing over here. You guys are moving over here. I think that's enough. I think you guys can just freely engage. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be opposed to you going around the back, but I just don't want to risk getting shot at super hard. So I would love to take out some of those guns. Can I just specifically target the guns, please? Okay, that stopped the shots. Unfortunately, I lost range in time, so gotta watch for the micro missiles. Okay, let's see if we can aim for this here. I just really want to take out that weapon specifically. Like, they're spraying and praying right now. Okay, lots of talking. Okay, good. We took out another section, so we just back it up Hey, look who's trying to ram me in the butt. It's Captain Warcrimes. He's our hero. Going to put the station down to 0. It may be Diable, but we know what his name is. He's going to bring everything back. You know what I'm saying? No, that doesn't... We almost had it. We almost made it work. A betrayal from Captain Warcrimes. Who would have known? Okay, we've got a vent. Can't get too greedy here. We're getting... we're actually getting hit pretty hard by these mechs. So... Let's have them stop cooking me, please. That'd be really nice. I know it's like a lot to use this kind of ordnance on these little mechs, but they did a lot of work. This is literally why Diable is scary as hell. So 61, we're just going to keep reinforcing here. I think this is fine and this is fine. Or maybe I put in the high tower vigil next. But we're just going to keep supplementing their forces with our forces. Because I'm going to earn my commission for once. Because otherwise they would surely fail. Okay, we actually lost some sabots here, so that's a little terrifying. Okay, where's our... I lost my cursor. There's my cursor. Okay, it's going to be very important that we aim specifically for the right weapons here, not for all the debris. Yeah, whatever that gun is, I need it. Because I'm doing some damage. I really want to see the combat report after this, because I have a feeling my numbers are going to be quite good. Okay, so we've already kind of toasted that, right? Okay, 38 more points. We're gonna bring in High Tower Vigil next. Okay, don't want to sabot through there. I'm actually out of sabots, which is fine. They've done their work. So now I think we're just cleaning up here. So let's get the weapons. Like, this is where having some bombers would be really nice, but we just took out a big chunk of their station, yeah. That constant stream of suppression gunfire. If someone watching could tell me what that weapon is in case I don't pick it up myself, that'd be really helpful. Because I may already have it equipped. Oh my god! The Kestrel is just getting in there. Okay, I hope you can get out of there. I've got to watch my own flux. Okay. Actually, having a point defense skill on the Kestrel is not terrible versus Diable, but there we go. Another big station explosion. We're down to like its core now, right? Maybe? So we get the spoils from this, right? So we're just cooking a station. And look, who's here? I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my team. I don't know if High Tower is going to be able to do anything in time, but we're going to reinforce with it anyway. Like, look who's contributing now. Like, they've lost so many ships. So many. Like, this was their primary fleet. But it's their sacrifice allowed us to disable a huge, scary-ass space fortress. So there we go. Phoenix saying, I'm having the time of my life. Okay, that was quite a combat. And you see, my combat readiness... Oh, that's actually not us. So some of their ships survived. Our ship survived. Our ship survived. Who got destroyed or disabled? Look, they actually held something in reserve. So all of these things getting blown up. Consider ship recovery. We're not going to be able to go through the recovery picking through for the potential VIC wrecks yet. But we do have some of these. I'd love to get one of the Oraxes. That's one of the ships that I haven't actually bought yet. An Agony battle cruiser? That's scary, but... Okay, pick through the wreckage. What? Significant friendly fire incidents over the course of the encounter. Yeah, you know what? We won. I'm not going to say anything about what Captain Warcrimes is doing. Hey, look, we got fuel, guys. It wasn't the rocket pods. It wasn't the siege laser. EMP array? Heavy emitter? Hard to say. Well, we'll take it. And then we have some other wrecks here. So there's the station. Let's go ahead and do this. Consider ship recovery. Damn. I was kind of hoping that we would get some better ships here, but... Okay, so now that this is here... Sieve Station is undergoing repairs. So yeah, they decided to do this. So, colony info. Their defenses are still pretty terrible. So, like, terribly terrible. So, like, if we consider a military option and we decide to launch a raid, we're not going to engage... Well, we could engage these defenders. Not exactly sure where they are, but we could totally do it. We would get blasted out of here. Like, they do have a pristine nanoforge, which is exciting, and a bunch of alpha cores. So everyone is just saying shove it to the hegemony, but yeah, this is hilarious. I've got some pretty serious slowdown right now. So where are the defenders? Are they just held in like reserve somewhere? There's a rhyme, there's another freighter. So what are y'all doing? Y'all are all standing down. Did y'all get your butts kicked that bad that we just forgot how to fight? Okay. So this is what's going on. I have a 16 FPS right now. I may need to leave the station just to see what's going on. I've never had it this way. This usually never happens. Alright, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to clean up like too much here. 36 FPS, 17 FPS. I mean, there's a bunch of space shit literally everywhere. Wait, what? Okay. We're going to go check out what's over here. So, strike mission... Successful. Let's look at our intel real quick. So Vic, what you doing here? So the invader's space forces are superior, its ground forces are superior, the invasion is likely to be successful. So they're still invading. Let's see what's over here. We have a Buffalo, we have a Nyx destroyer. I don't think a Nyx is what we want. Nyx is definitely not what we want. So we're going to do the salvage thing. Why would I do that for a Buffalo? It doesn't even have... It's not even one of the ones with shielded stuff. A Calm class destroyer. Nah. We've got a lot of ships that we're carrying right now. If I'm carrying any more, it's going to be because they're good. Alright, although you're here and we need to give y'all an augmented field drive eventually. Could probably mothball you as well for now. Okay, but we do have a lot of cargo. That's some good news. So what's going on over here? We have a lot of repairs. We have a lot of frame rate issues. We have a big fleet over here attacking this space station. Obviously, we need to give some support. So let's do it. How's our fleet's mostly repaired up, so this is fun. I love that my FPS is so low here just because so much shit's happened in space. It'll take many months before they want us to come over here. That's fine. Aid the attacking forces. We can do that. Even though they don't seem to like our friendly fire. It's so friendly, though. Alright, so we're going to pop in here again. I think Hightower is going to be good. I kind of want to get a look at some other ships to see how they do. So let's put a Cuckoo Kajub in here. And that'll be kind of a start. Alright, so here we go. And Cuckoo can follow Frank. And then Hightower Vigil knows what to do as well. You have your giant-ass space cannon as well, so that's fun. Alright, so this is supposed to be a weaker station here, and we're back up to regular FPS levels, so that's a plus. I said a little disappointed that I'm just not able to take on what I can take on, but it's okay. Okay, is that coming after us? It's coming after them. No, it's coming back to them. Okay, the enemy fleet is defeated. We helped! Diable still hates us. So we could orbital bombard them. We could invade belt operations. Launch a raid. I don't mind launching a raid for a beta core. Then we need some more fuel. Alright. Like, we're okay on supplies. This should be fine. So. We got a Vengeance Fleet! Yes! Alright, so. Stability of belt operations down by 3. Pick through the spoils. Beta core and some fuel. They're launching in 15 days. Good luck there, guys. Saturation bombardment, false hope. So we made them pretty angry. They want to get rid of false hope. They want to delete us off the map. Invasion successful. Yeah. Okay. So maybe if VIC can do their job. Like, I don't know if I want to take it over. But let's see. If we consider our military options. Okay, we can organize in about a day. So let's begin salvage again. Not too much to it. Yeah. This is fun. It's like I was wondering if we get here in time, and we missed one battle, but we got a few others. Okay, so base operations undergoing repairs. Sylv station undergoing repairs. So if we invade, is not currently combat capable. If we proceed with the invasion, we lost Marines, we lost some heavy armaments, the spaceport's disrupted. We can take the belt operations for yourself. That might be funny. Or you can pick through the spoils. Let's pick through the spoils. Okay, that's not nearly as exciting as I was hoping for. Alright. Because that's just regular old ore, right? Okay, well. Rebellion at belt operations of the VIC. Com directory here, belt operations. So did we take this in the name of the VIC here? The little pop-up just popped down here, but repair at the dockyard. Trade goods, black market. We can buy some more fuel apparently, so that's fun. And their stability and access is all very low. I don't know what I'm doing, but I love that I'm doing it. So lots of things are happening right now. So this is belt operations is now a VIC colony. Hooray. And I took their beta core before that could happen. Alright, so we successfully invaded them. Can we get Civi as well? Probably not. But this is great that you guys are going to go next to over here. So VIC. They're invading the star system. The invasive forces are projected to be fairly strong and are likely to be comprised of 4 fleets. So if we go back down here real quick, and I don't want to tear you over here a lot longer. They're moving to invade Civi. Let's go over here. I know it's kind of a waste of time for me to do this, but consider our military options. We could try to engage the defenses here. Like, our ships are doing fine. It's a storm and a bunch of stuff. Alright. This could be a mistake, but we're just gonna play it out. We have a lot of other ships available if some of these fail. It is a 3-star fight. So how are we gonna do the buddy system here? Hightower can follow you. You work better on your own. You tag along with you. Okay, I meant to look at the combat data from here as well. Now, we're engaging the orbital defenses here. So this is all kind of new to me. None of these ships are like really like terrifying on their own, but together it could be a little bit of a problem. But if they're just going to charge us like this, I guess it's not the worst thing. So the big thing is that I don't want to get surrounded. I'll let Fizzle do that. So already Leroy is going a little crazy, getting hit by both of the strongest ships over here. So that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, need to get just a little bit more heat in there. Okay. I'm overcommitting so I can take you out. And then we are just hopefully going to be able to bail like this. Alright, so guess who died? Leroy went full Leroy. Okay. Let's bring you in. You did okay. Okay, so we now have the pincer on y'all. So we just need to try to work together, try to keep our shields up. And then we're getting hit pretty hard here by the mechs. Okay, so I was worried you'd do that, and you did. Which is why I should have been more patient and focus fire with the directional shields going this way on you. Okay, there's great EMP, unfortunately not the most convenient EMP in the world for anybody. Let's reposition over here. Okay, wow, actually got a kill with that ability. I think that's a first. Okay, so we've got some good stuff going. I think we lost another ship, though. Hopefully it's not the Queen Crimson. It might have been. It definitely was. Okay, I think we're staying pretty steady. Except for the whole bumping into the phase cruiser. So, like I said, I'm very curious about the battle stats for this in a bit, because we're taking some hits for sure, but it's not going terribly. So this is how we're supposed to do it. We're supposed to Let all our missiles that destroy shields go through and then destroy the things. You're out of missiles. We got mechs for days. Got a bunch of little ships over here. And you guys might be trying to retreat, but this is your home world. Like, where are you actually going to retreat to? Okay, full assault. We've taken out their big guns now. So it's all mechs and drones from here. But as we've seen for some of our own ships, some of the mechs can work really well. Alright. Let's see if we can cut you off. Okay, so there's some point defenses. That's why we have the cannons. That's why we have the other crap. Okay. Cut through. Good job. Go team. Thank you for not landing on top of me. And you guys are once again actually retreating. We're not going to be able to claim victory until all forces are down, I'm pretty sure. So there we go. Just EMP your buddy here. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll just have to get used to it. Okay. So it's their home fleet and they actually retreated. Ship recovery first. Definitely picking you up. Difficult recovery, none of those. Let's cancel here real quick. Did I? Okay, disabled or destroyed was just this. Then what was I seeing about these getting blown up? Maybe it was just because they were on top of other icons. So ship recovery for sure. Thunderchild is just fine. And we'll take another one of these. That's fine. Seems good to me. We've lost some crew, but we'll deal. And we don't need all this stupid ore. So we can consider an orbital environment, but I don't think I want to go back. Not military options. View colony info. Their defenses are still pretty tough. But we got faction bounty received. We got commission received. I think this is a pretty good point to take a moment just to look at our combat stats here. So what's this? That's not us. This is us. So the Phoenix doing good. Mass Extinction, Kobayashi Maru, Apotheosis, Queen Crimson, Vacuum Shark. So we're all doing pretty good, except for the High Tower Vigil, which didn't have a lot of room to shoot things. Then in this gargantuan battle. Okay, first off, interesting. It's known for being unreliable, for having vigilant PD guns. Interesting. Reputation changes, is known for being unreliable, then having powerful capacitors, stable shields, strong armor. So we don't get a lot of stats here, but we did get a lot of damage inflicted there, so that's nice. Minus reputation, all this stuff. Hey, we did good. I don't care what the people say. So that's our cargo pods. Hey guys, we kind of deleted the defenders for you. I'm not going to get any more storms. All this just because I needed a little bit of fuel. Over cargo capacity, that won't last very long. So, how much fuel do we have now? We have enough fuel to actually get out of here. So are you guys actually going to invade anytime soon? Let's check this over here just to see what's going on. A freighter. Saturation bombardment of False Hope has failed by Diable Avionics because the VIC has successfully invaded. So we have successfully propped up our people here, and Market was captured, so we could have had it for ourselves. But we gave it to an AI that trusts us. Didn't get any ships, but there's another Atlas over here. So Diable's in a lot of trouble. We're going to recover you as well. Because they don't have a lot left. So that's kind of fun news. Here's a Prometheus tanker, a heavy destroyer. I'll take another one of these. I know what I can do with. I could use to have a few lighter ships to tag things. I'm not going to use a story point to recover a tanker that I can buy pretty much anywhere. Alright, so there's a lot of debris that are going to have to be cleaned up here. We are now hostile to the Draco group. Okay, well. Diplomacy, xenophobia. So they hate other people, but they want to give each other a hug. That's fine. Alright, let's go visit Sylvie. Sieve. I keep wanting to call it Sylvie. But no, this is Vic is suddenly a little bit stronger. I couldn't tell you why. We made some money. War profiteering. We have cargo pods sitting over here that we could definitely sell off. But comm directory. Good job, guys. Can repair our ships again because it's all good in the neighborhood. Alright. So, exhale. Not only did we get there in time, we really got there in time. Alright. So I think because our work is done here, and you guys actually kind of want the heavy armaments a little bit. Their defenses are low, their stability's low. I don't know if there's a lot I can do to help, but we have our, oh my gosh, we have our pick of, do we have our pick of the, ships here to buy as well? We do! Oh man, I want to know what y'all think about in the comments for this one. Because I could totally buy a Dreadnought. This is one of the ones that I keep wanting to buy, but I haven't been able to see it because I keep getting Maelstroms, which if we look at our fleet, I do have another one here, but this is one of the rare occasions where we just go to some place that just got taken over. And we can just totally run through their markets and everything. Like, they need supplies. We're actually a little bit supply deficient. That's kind of scary. We can buy their Marines, though. Thanks. Like, I don't want to buy stuff on the black market because that's going to destabilize them. But Ulan Laser's looking good. I think that's the one that fires really hard. That's kind of what it looked like. One of these does. Suppression artillery. These are all so good. Oh man. Yeah, definitely tell me your thoughts, because I'll tell you what I'm thinking. We definitely need some of these LPCs. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can buy the blueprint. I wouldn't mind getting automated repair unit, but here's all our Diable stuff is going to go the way of the dodo soon. So if my thinking is that if there is a time to buy, it's probably closer to now. And although we have all these ships down here and these are nice, the ones that I'm really interested in, we've gotten a lot of storms, we've gotten a lot of these. The Pandemonium here, I can't actually like look at it, can I? We'll look over here real quick. So large hybrid, medium hybrid, small universal, medium universal, lots of small hybrids, fighter bay, 3 fighter bays, 2 micro missile arrays, and phase grazer core rapidly reorients the ship in a desired bearing with a nudge, drains a small amount of flux but drops the shields to operate. So it can do the same sit and spin. Man, I think this is worth it possibly to get just because this is a second really gargantuan battleship. I don't know. My fleet's looking pretty damn good though. I don't need that many more additions, especially because I have a few smaller ships. I have a few ships that I'm going to be taking home. But yeah, I want to buy some weapons. I want to buy some gear. I'm a little bit concerned about the frame rate though. So I'm going to go ahead and make a safety save here. We're right at about the 50-minute mark. This is fine. Like I said, this is Asher, having fun. Hope you are too. It's a very combat-oriented, but very local episode here, where Outer Terminus is now part of the VIC. So we did this. We could have claimed it for Wyatt, but we didn't. We still have our place over here. I guess one way to stop a saturation bombardment is to just destroy Diable, I guess. But yeah, Invasion, they succeeded in going over here, so they don't have a lot left. In fact, I think this might be the end. So, all the more time to buy. That's why we're here now. But that's it for now. This is Asher. Thank you for watching. We're jamming out to the VIC tunes, because that's what we do. Like the video if you liked it. Civi, which we are not going to change the name of because it's not our planet, is now belongs to the faction that we have a commission with. We'll help our robot overlords another day, but for now, our xenophobic space tech tweakers are our friends. Sure, whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon. You all have a good one. Take care.